Hello, everyone, and welcome to the November 3rd edition of Office Hours for Apollo Crypto. My name is Matt Johnson. I'm part of the dev team, joined here by Zach and Caleb, their respective roles, leading production, development, and Caleb manages brand and creative, among a number of things. We wear a lot of hats in this project, but glad to be here with you. It's been a couple weeks, a lot going on. But just want to remind everyone, who are we if you're new? We're basically a DAO designed to support creators. What that means is every couple weeks, every week, depending on the setup of the scenario, we hold a contest where the holders of our token all vote on a person or a project that submits to us and helps them find funding and support for their projects they want to get done. We've awarded, I think, pretty close to $200,000, maybe a little shy of that, since we started this whole project, and continue to kind of innovate and do things and learn as the Web3 and crypto space evolves. So really exciting time in crypto, exciting project, and we keep pushing in. Yeah, look at that. 201,000, got my data there. So pretty cool stuff. So if you want to check us out on our website, you can always find us at apollocrypto.org. And then on that site, we have a link to where you actually go to vote, contest voting, and that'll take you to app.apollocrypto.org. And this is kind of the main area where people connect their wallets. And if you hold the appropriate amount of Apollo, you can cast your vote for your favorite creator. And how do you find out about them? Well, there's a link in a profile for each one of these here. You can just click into that, read about it, see a video about what they stand for, what their project is, and decide how to make your vote. You can visit and follow them on all their social media as well. So creators are really our lifeblood. So if you haven't voted this week, this is a 2-week cycle, so you got plenty of time. Go in there and check them out and give someone a vote. But you will see something kind of cool and different about the top of this page, and I'm going to pass it over to Caleb. So, we've done the center contest, which has been interjected between our main contests this entire season, and that's been what we call kind of a unique, specialized contest that has multiple qualifiers and then a final that will be coming up, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But we're looking at other types of sponsorships, and one of them is just finding other great projects that are complementary to us, that have creative talent and that have a similar vision, and seeing if they want to partner in a certain way. So our first one for doing that, for sponsoring a regular contest, is actually the regulars, ironically enough. So I'm going to pass it over to Caleb to talk a little bit about what that sponsorship means and some upcoming cool stuff we got coming on tomorrow for that.
Sure. Yeah, like Matt said, we've had the Center series running for a while, and so that's a partnership with Center to operate a full series, several contests, and a finale. But what we want to start doing as well is having the ability to sponsor individual contests in our own Apollo Creator Contest series. So we're operating in season 2 right now. This is actually the last contest of season 2. And then we'll have All Stars in December. But this is our first individually sponsored contest, and it's sponsored by Regulars, which is an NFT collection project. You can see in the graphic behind the text and all that it has all these characters that are kind of based on, well, just regular everyday people. They have this stylized look to them, partially influenced by Botero, but check out their web project. It's at regulars.world. They're on OpenSea. Anywhere that you look at, you can find NFTs. We're posting about them as well. So as the sponsor, we're doing a couple of extra things. And this is where we can really get creative with partnerships and sponsorships. So for this contest, Regulars is the sponsor. So it's a branded design on the contest page, but we're also doing a few other extra things. So the first, second, and third place winners will actually receive a regulars NFT as along with their the crypto payout prize and entry into the All Stars. So that's awesome. And also we are running a community giveaway for another regulars NFT. So anyone in the community has the ability to win that prize. The way you enter, you participate in the contest, you vote, and then you go into the Discord and there's a giveaways channel, and you'll see a button there that says that you just click. It says participate, and you'll be entered into the raffle. It runs in tandem with the actual contest number 4 and will end at the same time, Monday, November 14th at 10 a.m. Central. And once the contest is complete and the raffle is complete, we'll be sending those NFTs out to the winners.
Yeah, and that's a real important point to make on Discord, especially. Like, there's an announcements channel, and so a lot of the stuff that Caleb's talking about here is like, whoa, that's a lot. Like, where do I go? If you join the Discord, if you haven't already, you just go to the kind of the top left and hit announcements, and you can kind of see all the details about what's happening for the week, how to get to all these promotions, how to register for things. It's all laid out there pretty clear.
Yeah, and there have been a lot of announcements recently, like in the past few days, and so I've been trying to get them out.
Yeah,
a few on each day, but there are a lot. One other thing with regulars is tomorrow at 12 noon Central, our time zone, we will be having a Twitter space conversation with Pops, who is the creator behind regulars NFT collection.
Very cool.
So we're going to talk with him, get his background, how he came up with the idea of creating an NFT collection, how he went through the process of creating the artwork and launching, and also his thoughts on what creators, whether they're already digital or they're new to crypto or not even in crypto yet, what they should be thinking about in this new crypto Web3 NFT world.
That's incredible. And I really encourage like all the creators that are in our contest that might be more traditional to kind of look at and learn more about NFTs and how they can be in that space. But I think this fits really good with our kind of focus strategy of like, how do we find people that are close to crypto, this audience? And we're going to be doing this shared Twitter space, right? Mm-hmm. From the founder of this other project, and they've got thousands of people that are involved in their project. Like, that's going out to them. Hey, come check it out. So it's like they're learning about Apollo. Our people are learning about the NFTs. And then we're exchanging, some of the stuff. The winners get Apollo. I think there's a contestant from that's NFT designer, right? That's done some stuff for the regulars that's even in the contest. We don't want to point to any particular endorse any kind of creative, but I just think this whole idea of like sourcing other projects to find talented people that are close to crypto that want to be involved in it, that just kind of that builds on that viral effect and that builds on that education of like, how do I get involved in this space and grow in the space? And that's what we're about. We're about, creatives, and we're about getting creatives deeper into this technology. So that's super exciting.
Yeah. The creators this round, they're not involved in regulars like creation or anything like that, but I think that some of them may own some.
Okay, gotcha.
But I also, at least one or two already have already created NFTs of their own or full collections.
Yeah.
So it's probably that guy right there with the pixel face. I think he might be one of them.
Okay. Yeah, and it's a huge space. Lots that's happened there. We've in some of our brainstormings over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking deeply about like where do NFTs fit within our strategy for Apollo Crypto, and I think that's something combined with as we all know, we talked about staking a lot, but for various reasons we decided to focus on sponsorship, and now this upcoming free vote mechanic is kind of our key pieces for development on the platform for season 2, but doesn't mean that the other stuff has stopped. I mean, there's ongoing conversations about like, how do we be a full participant in the NFT space as well. But it's exciting to have some of these initial partnerships and learn more from people that have treaded that ground. So look forward to hearing from their founder tomorrow. Awesome. Anything else on the regulars? And you have one more thing that you're doing tomorrow, right, Caleb? Like a morning
Yeah.
zapper.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. So we have the regulars Twitter Space talk at noon, Central. So make sure you get the time zones. There's also going to be another Twitter Space earlier at 9 a.m. Central, and that will be with Zapper, um, a group called Zapper. You can check out their website at zapper.fi, F-I. And that will be hosted by Zapper. I'll be on there. Another DAO will be on there as well, and we'll be talking about the future of NFT collection.
Very cool.
Collecting.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely be sure to tune in for that. And finally, on the upcoming stuff, like, are we still planning on? Is there a this current cycle, a creator interview that should?
That should be scheduled for next week, I believe.
Okay.
Next Thursday, 10 a.m.
Okay.
And we'll get more details out for that as Bitcoin Koala connects with all the creators, and we scheduled the event. Probably next Monday we'll schedule it.
Awesome. All right, so lots of different events that we're present in over the next week, which is awesome. So glad to see the momentum on that front. All right, awesome. I just want to touch really quick as I put this out. I think yesterday, a few season schedule updates and the reasoning for that. So, originally this Contest 4 was scheduled to end November 14th. It'll still end on that date. And then we were supposed to have one off week, which was, kind of the idea that was Thanksgiving week. And we didn't want to, impose on people's time that they want to be pushing themselves in the project and everything like that. Because I know a lot of people are traveling during that week. But as we got to talking about it, or that's the week before Thanksgiving. But as we got to talking about it, like the center contest the following week would have kind of butted into the week of Thanksgiving. So for a couple of reasons, we decided we're just going to do a 2-week off break and then start the center contest on December 6th. And then that runs for 1 week. And then after that, we'll have, I'm sorry, I'm messing this up. Center contest will start November 29th. All right. That'll run for 1 week. And then after that, on December 6th, we'll have the regular All-Stars contest like we had last season. And we'll do a POAP type giveaway type thing, similar to what we did before, have all those benefits. But the important thing to remember is we're not going to start the center contest finals until November 29th, whereas originally I think it was scheduled for the 14th.
Before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you said it a little bit backwards. But yeah, originally Center was going to be immediately after Contest 4, but now we're pushing Center back after Thanksgiving and then All-Stars 1 week back in December.
Right. Exactly. Anyway, you could go to the socials. It's posted on there and announcements and everything like that for clarity. But the important thing to know is now the center finalists have an extra week to kind of prepare their stuff, to get their network. And it gives our team a little bit more time to focus on what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, is this free vote mechanic. We really think that's going to be a big thing to move the needle in terms of engagement with people. So I want to kind of have Zach give an update. I know it's in process. Like I said, part of this reshuffling is the idea of, man, we're working really hard and we would like to get this in place for something this season. I mean, it's a big effort, which we originally thought for next season, but we're kind of pushing through it to see if there's something that we can do to get some data and experiment with it for these final 2 contests. So Zach, how are we looking on that front?
Awesome. Thanks, Matt. So we've gotten kind of the base layer, right? We've proven out that you can go into Apollo and, I haven't connected my wallet, but I don't really even know how to hold crypto or something, but I really still want to stay involved in the contest because I like this certain creator. So I click the vote button, and now we're going to show you a couple options. Hey, you don't look like you hold Apollo, and you can vote this way. Or if you just want to give your email, you'll get a vote. It won't count as much as a normal vote, but you'll still get a vote. And so we're able to send the email. You click the confirm button, it takes you back to the contest page, and then you can have your vote count. So that base layer has gotten worked out. We've proved that out. It's great. But as Matt kind of said, there's a lot more we want to do with it. For one, I think a powerful part of this is that the privacy of crypto is fantastic, but that creates a lot of limits on the marketing side. But now if we can bring in these people who, are still kind of scared of crypto or don't hold any crypto, if we can kind of bring them into our ecosystem with just a little toe, test the water. Well, now that we have emails for them, we can kind of reach out to them. Now we can talk about contests with them. We can send them extra help. And so it's all just kind of leading people further and further and further. And so that's what we have to do next, right? Is we have to build all the UX around, okay, you can do the free vote, but now we want to teach you. We want to teach you about some Apollo, and then we want to give you extra steps to help you buy, create a wallet, create a exchange account, all those little things. So it's all now we're kind of building out around it because we want to be ready for Center and All Stars.
Yeah, no, that's great, Zach. Thanks. I think to touch on a couple points in there, I've had a couple questions of like, wow, this isn't part of the core economics of this project. The idea that voters need to buy Apollo crypto in order to vote, and the answer is absolutely yes. That's how it was designed. But as developers, you deploy something, you test it, you iterate, repeat that cycle as you get information back. And one of the things that we found that's been kind of a challenge is just the process to educate and onboard people into crypto. Imagine a funnel, like we're trying to shove them down to the bottom part of the funnel and say, hey, new to crypto, buy it to vote for this person. A lot of them get intimidated and scared, and they lose interest in the project. So bringing them more towards the top of that funnel where, like Zach said, it's just a conversation about, here's what's great about our project. And another key piece of what's coming to this is once the user validates their email and comes back to vote on their site, we have a 60-second video or so that they'll watch that explains what the value of Apollo and our protocol is. So they get a little education to that as well, but without having to get a wallet, without having to get Apollo crypto. But we're explaining to them in that process, here's the benefit. It's the full vote. It's the POAPs. It's staking coming. It's all these things that we're going to have involved in it as a reason to get a full vote, but we don't want to lose you if you're not willing to do all that stuff yet. So casting that free vote, I think we've landed on for this first pass is going to be like a normal vote will be about 10 times as valuable when it comes to weighting as a free vote. And the reason that we do that is, there has to be an incentive for them to get Apollo and vote, but we also don't want the potential, while we have two-factor authentication built into it, because you have to check your email and click the link to validate, we just don't want someone spinning up a million wallets and completely gaming the system. So we're putting some parameters or some guardrails around that kind of stuff right now. So it's an exciting effort. And I think for a creator, or at least all the ones that we talked to and going through designing this process, the ability to just say, hey, click these links and go vote for me and support my project, the net effect of having a magnitude higher of people that are learning about Apollo and sharing their links and getting people to vote, and the data and the claims that we can make about how much engagement it is probably going to lead to a lot more people buying Apollo and voting. Because a lot of what we've seen over the last few cycles or last few contests has been, hey, it's the people that already hold Apollo. So that's really not doing any benefit to the economics too. It's more about how do we cast a wider net for people to learn about the project and be well positioned when market turns or whatever is going to be the motivator that brings them into the next stage of becoming a holder. So
yeah, it's really about how this is going to be great for growing the contest platform, but also for creators engaging their existing fans and followers. The center contest specifically, that some of those creators have 10,000, 20,000, 70,000 followers on Instagram, but probably less than 0.1, probably 1.1% went from Instagram looking at this creator's post about being in the Apollo contest to voting in the Apollo contest.
Right.
So this is going to open up a lot of opportunity for creators.
I think so. And at the end of the day, it's about awareness of the project, the creators getting eyeballs on them to help, advance their craft and what they're trying to produce. Yeah. I think it's the net of it's going to be great, and we'll learn stuff from it and we'll tweak it. But, I'm glad that we're able to kind of push into this experiment, hopefully here in season 2. And I think it's just a big win for the roadmap. And then we move on to other things, and that just becomes a new feature of the platform. as we roll into the future seasons. So
yeah,
really excited about that.
Do I sound better now?
You sound 100% better. Did you get a new microphone?
No, my microphone was on the other side of my desk, so it wasn't even close. I just noticed.
There you go. And by the way, the audio sounds great from you, Zach. Like whatever that was, that chirping issue we've had for the last 6 years, it's gone. Like it's great. Okay. By the way, throw any questions you have in there. We're almost to the point where we're ready to answer them, but I just wanted to kind of finish with one reminder that tomorrow afternoon, I think it's 2 Central Time. Is that right, Caleb?
Yes.
That you're going to be doing a drawing out of our 1,000 now plus Instagram followers. We hit that milestone a couple days ago. And to celebrate that, we're going to give away 4 $250 worth of Apollo prizes to random participants. So anything to add on that?
Check out the Instagram post. To enter, you need to follow the Apollo Instagram account,
Which
the post, Apollo Crypto at Apollo Crypto DAO.
Cool.
The Instagram post, you can find it if you're in the Discord, maybe in the Telegram. We've tweeted about it. Well, I don't know. It's on our Instagram. So yeah, you need to follow, you need to like the post, and you need to comment and tag 3 friends in that. So we'll have a random drawing. 4 people will be selected and split the $1,000 prize. We'll be contacting those people immediately because you need to have an Ethereum capable wallet to receive the prize. It is an Apollo. So we'll contact you about that.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah. And so my 3 friends, you 2 guys and Koala, I'm ready to go. No, I don't think we can win, right?
No.
We can't participate. Okay. So good luck. That's 1,000 plus people, but that's a pretty sweet prize.
We can't win anything.
Yeah. No, I figured as much. Okay, cool. Anything else you guys want to add before we hop to any questions that the community may have?
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. We'll be talking in the Discord. We'll be talking more about Army and Quest and missions. We'll be talking about that soon.
Oh, we did wrap up a mission actually this week. I guess Tuesday we wrapped up, and we had 3 winners. It's just a bounty. You can find them under the Apollo Army on Discord. We use a product called D-Work, and we'll post bounties there. It's very easy. All you had to do for this one to be entered was post a comment on CoinMarketCap on the Apollo page, something positive, and then you were entered to win. And so 3 people won $50 worth of Apollo. Yeah,
and on a cool technical note, Zach and I were going through that. I'd mentioned, I think when originally we set up D-Work, they have like a tie-in to our Gnosis safe for our community funding. So the sponsors' money comes directly into that safe. And then we have multi-sig capability between, the leadership. And then, when that gets paid out, you basically click a button of the 3 winners that were selected through the random means, and it batches them all up and sends them over to the Gnosis for authentication. So it's just kind of cool note to see some of these tools in the Web3 space, starting to integrate with each other and get another layer of maturity to them. It takes a lot of, accounting and audit headache out of my court. So I like it.
Automate.
Yeah, and the automate thing, and that's just kind of inspirational for us for the platform, because that's really, when we talk about a DAO or autonomous organization, that's the directions we want to move to on a lot of this stuff. So really cool to kind of see people participate in that. And I think 3 were actually part of our community, and 1 was outside of our community that was just searching for bounties. So it's also a great way that people could find out about our project that are just looking for opportunities to make some money by participating in bounties for the protocol. Okay.
Matt,
cool.
Can I see your shirt? It looks amazing.
It's like rising.
I was about to do the space.
Yeah. On that note, you still get merch. Always get merch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually reversed from what you see on Matt, because he's on a video right now.
That's right. Flip it. All right, guys, let's hop to some questions. Anyone in the chat throw something out. Oh, we got Corey. Gotta say, give a shout out to Corey. He's always, man, this guy is the most loyal guy I've ever seen in any project, crypto or otherwise. Like every lunch chat, every AMA, every just in being positive in the Discord, Telegram. This guy knows what he's doing when it comes to like really positive, proactive support of a project. So we appreciate you, Corey. You always stay you, okay?
This isn't a question, but Corey also posted a comment, which I think is good to remind people that want to vote that when you have to have that minimum amount to vote in the contest, which is like $50 worth of Apollo. Typically, it might be a little bit lower right now, but you're not giving that money away, that Apollo away when you vote. It's just authenticating, checking off that you do own that amount. So it's kind of like having a movie pass. You have to have this ticket to be able to go into the movie theater. That doesn't really work as well because you have to pay money to get.
Well, it's like your Six Flags season pass, as long as it's above a certain level. It's like you don't have to pay each individual time you go. You just have to hold that pass.
This is what happens when you make up metaphors on the fly.
Yeah, that's always bad. But
you're not losing any Apollo when you vote.
To Corey's point, maybe there is a lot of confusion. We need to look at some of the UX around that, or the messaging that says to people, "Hey, like we're not going to take this out of your wallet," because I could see where that would freak some people out. Like, "Hey, I've just spent. You mean it's going to cost me? Well, I think now, and this is another good point to make. Like, what do we lower it to 25? Kind of been getting ready for this free vote mechanism. We have lowered it. Just every once in a while, we can reset the prices of what it costs to be a creator and what it costs to be a voter in terms of what you hold. I think we dropped it down pretty low this last time, right, Zach? Just to make sure that it's a price.
Yeah, I believe it's $25 right now.
Okay, so there you go. So people that had said something like they maybe had trouble voting because the price fluctuation from a prior contest that they bought at, hopefully it's not a problem anymore because we reduced that significantly back to what it was before. Okay, cool. Any other questions from the community? Doesn't look like it. I see. Everybody's just excited to be there and ready to see the free vote mechanic, I guess. So.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. Well, again, just as a recap, do not forget to tune in tomorrow. You got 2 opportunities to see these guys on in the morning for remind me again, Caleb. It's Zapper interview, and then at noon Central Time for the regulars Twitter space. That will be on Twitter, obviously. Is that our Twitter? Their Twitter?
That will be on our Twitter, yes.
Our Twitter. Okay. So there should be a link where you can join that Twitter space on our Twitter page if you go there, our Twitter account. Check that out. Support our partners as always in this, and we look forward to finishing up a strong contest here and then hitting all the crazy excitement that comes with the finals, the center finals. And there's some cool stuff I'm working on right now to do some additional PR and promotion and some stuff that will really juice that up, and then landing on everyone's favorite POAP contest at the end of all that. So we got an exciting late November, early December coming, guys. A lot of news, a lot of new stuff happening. So excited to share that all with you. All right, guys, appreciate you as always. Good luck tomorrow, and we will talk to everyone soon. Thanks for being here.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. Go vote.
Go vote across the board, Apollo, and for
local government.
There you go.